LeBron, last two games defensively, held OKC at 105. Tonight, you really cracked down on Kyrie and Hardaway Jr. You're starting to see some pretty good things on that side?
Well, I mean, that's just always been a point of emphasis for us. We understand that in order for us to win and, win at a high rate, we have to defend, and I think we did that tonight. 33
assists as a team. You liking their share of the ball there?
We have to. We should. We have enough weapons that, we shouldn't have to ever force anything. So, offensively, we're very good, and most importantly, we didn't turn the ball over much.
What are you seeing from Vando recently, and just how important is this version of him for you guys?
I just think he's getting healthier and healthier and healthier. And, that's helping him. It's helping him out with his athleticism, kicking back into his athleticism, and he's getting more and more confidence.
I know we focused a lot about the starting lineup, but the secondary units have been pretty strong the last couple of games. What are you starting to figure out with those groupings and, you and AD with different bench guys? How has that been working?
I think the rotations have been pretty solid, because Coach knows who's playing, who's not playing, so he's able to, guys are logging minutes with lineups that they're kind of, starting to get a familiarity with. I think that definitely helps, when, you have, our second guys come in, they're ready to go right away. Max is giving us big minutes, Seawood is giving us big minutes, Rui is giving us big minutes, and we don't need that. So, if they can continue that, it's going to help our team out tremendously because we need that.
D'Angelo's been a big contributor in recent games when he's doing what he's been doing of late. How much better does that make the team? What kind of
just takes pressure off me and AD, and then our other guys because his ability to get points in bunches. He can run off 3 or 4 threes in 4 or 5 possessions just because of his ability to shoot the ball. So it's key. That hurt.
What's it been like playing this much zone this season, this much zone defense? I feel like it may be the team you played the most zone with.
It's just, you have to switch up pitches. You have to change things. Defenses, offense is so good now that they're able to, if you show them the same, steady diet of, plays, whatever they'll rhythm for that. So it's good. Pull it. Sorry. Pull it. Shoot it. Oh, good pass. Catch the ball, man.
How's Barney looking in that game?
He's doing well.
How's USC looking?
They've been better.
They're down low.
Any more questions? Any of our beats? Dan?
LeBron, what have you seen out of AD with the passing the last few games? Triple-double in Utah, almost had a triple-double tonight.
Yeah, he's learning from me how to pass out of the post. That's what I'm seeing. I'm serious. He's working on it, and it's great. Team's going to stop doubling him soon. As long as we make shots out there for him, shoot it. As long as we make shots for him, then teams will stop doubling him. So it's our job to make sure we're in the right position. Shoot it. It's our job to make sure we're in the right position at the right time when he gets doubled. We have a numbers game. It's going to be a 4-on-3 on the backside, so we have to put ourselves in position.
When it was you guys went on a 16-4 run in the third quarter in a tight game.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you like in that period, third?
Defensively, we were in tune, and then offensively, we were really intact. God, sorry,
that's all right.
Wide open layup. Defensively, we were in tune with our game plan, and then offensively, we did not turn the ball over. And when we don't turn the ball over, we clean glass defensively. We are a really, really good team. When we have high turnover games and we give up a lot of offensive rebounds, we're the complete opposite. So,
what's tougher, losing a tough game or watching your son play college basketball when they're struggling?
Watching college basketball alone is tough. And then you add my son in there, it's even because it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch.
Because you're a dad, not just.
Yeah, I'm a dad, but also love the game of basketball and college basketball. It's like 10 people in the paint at the same time. It's very hard at times to watch. But USC is a great program. Arizona is a great program. So you get an opportunity to watch some good basketball in this game.
Appreciate it, LeBron.
What have you seen from Vando these last 2 weeks, and does it kind of show what you guys were missing without him?
Just his activity alone. It just helps our ball club, and when he's active like he's active, and only let us know that he's getting healthier and healthier. That heel has been kicking his butt from the beginning of the season, but he's starting to get more and more healthier, and you can see just his quick twitch. You see his ability to finish in transition now, his ability to just do the things that he's capable of doing, rebounding, defending, picking up people full court, changing directions. You can't do none of that with a bad heel. I don't know if you guys ever had any foot problems, and then try to play sports with it. It's just tough. So, he's getting back in a Vando shape, and his foot is feeling a lot better. I think he can tell y'all for sure, but I think.
Last two.
This time last year, you guys looked like you guys had to make some moves, go before the trade deadline. This year, obviously, you guys returned, a group that more or less that got to the conference finals. Things are starting to kind of come together. How much, do you feel like you guys need to add, if any at all, over the next few weeks?
I don't play fantasy basketball. What I do is focus on the guys that's here and is in uniform and show up to work every day. It's too disrespectful to be thinking about what we need or what we don't have. I don't do that to my teammates. And, we've been putting in the work, and that's what we got to continue to do. So we like the way we've been playing the last couple games. We got to continue that Friday versus Brooklyn. Right? Brooklyn.
Last question.
AD, you guys had 33 assists as a team. What does that say about you and sharing the ball and all that stuff?
Hold on, bro. Yeah. We're just moving the basketball, trying to play the right way. When we share the basketball, good things tend to happen. So we're just trying to make the right plays. We draw two. Somebody's open, and we're just trying to find, and then guys just being confident, just making shots.
Defensively, you held Kyrie, Luka, and Hardaway Jr. 3 of 21 from three-point range. That's pretty good defense.
Yeah, they're three excellent shooters. Kyrie and Tim Hardaway been playing extremely well. Both had over 40 last game. Obviously, Luka been out, but we know what Luka can do. Coming to tonight, we just wanted to make it difficult for him, and any shot that they take, make it tough for him. And they had some open ones, off some loose balls and some scrambles, but throughout the course of the game, just get a hand out and make it contested, and at that point, just hope they miss.
That third quarter, AD, you guys played as well as you played all year. Looked like the playoffs last year. Went on a 16-4 run. What did you see there that was reminiscent of what you guys have been able to do?
We just buckled down defensively. We flying around, guys were communicating, took care of the basketball, made some shots, but to play how we played defensively in that third quarter is something that we have to, do, not just tonight, but for the rest of the season. When we buckled down like that and played defense the way we played, especially in that third quarter, we're a tough team to beat.
How do you describe what D'Angelo did tonight?
He's phenomenal. Shooting ability, playmaking, taking the challenge defensively. He's been playing well as of late, and just being D-Lo, the D-Lo that we know he can be, and it's definitely been giving us a spark. He's coming down, making his pull-up threes and making the right plays. It's fun to watch.
What does impress you most about his maturity and his approach, falling in and out of the starting lineup and just his readiness through it all?
He's a basketball player. He's a pro. He stays ready. And there's more that you can, ask him. But I know just from the, from what I see is that he don't let all that bother him. Whether he's starting or he's coming off the bench or, all the outside noise. He comes in, put the work in. He stays engaged, and when he get on the floor, he produces. So he's an elite scorer, elite playmaker, and, like I said, when he's playing at that level, we're a tough team to beat.
AD, over these last 2 weeks, it seems like Jared has kind of found maybe a little bit more of a rhythm and a little bit more of comfortability with what he's dealing with. Does this kind of show just how much you guys missed him?
Yeah, when he's playing like that, pesty all over the ball, making it tough for whoever he's guarding, we got his back, and we give him enough confidence to go up there and do what he do. We try not to put no limitations on him, pick this guy up full court or pick this guy up at the three-point line or go over, go under. We let him do him, and we just try to protect him in cases that he get beat. So he's a phenomenal defender, 6'10", and able to guard the ball the way he does, or, go from Luka to Kyrie, then go down to, Lively and, Big. So he's found in his rhythm. He's feeling good. And we're going to need him for the rest of the season.
Kobe or Jovan, do you have a question?
Yeah, I'll ask just the offensive rhythm that the starting group has been in these last 3 games or so. what's working with it? Obviously, there's a lot of firepower, a lot of shooting, but what's been clicking?
Chemistry, moving the basketball, playing for each other. Like I said, we're guys open. We're throwing the ball, and telling them to shoot it. It's not like we're going out and being selfish looking for our own shots. No matter who it is, we got the utmost confidence in all our players and their capabilities. And the times that we had turnovers or bad shots is because we're trying to do the right thing, but they just don't tend to work out that way. We can live with those, but for the most part, that starting unit, we're just playing basketball, having fun while we're doing it, and making the right plays.
Kobe, do you have a question? No, he doesn't.
You guys are 11-4 now. When you hold a lead after the first quarter this season, is that argument enough to say let's go with a more offensive-minded starting unit? Because it seems if you guys get started with the lead, it works.
A lot of numbers, yes, but I think just us starting, first quarter as well, just kind of trickled down to the rest of the quarters and to the bench. When we tend to start off slow, we put a lot of pressure on our second unit to come in and kind of bring that spark, and we letting the other team get in the rhythm. Can't remember what we held them to in the first quarter, but we had a really good defensive quarter. 26 in the first against a team like that. So it's about us. That first unit to start well offensively and defensively, and not put too much pressure on our second unit, but allow our second unit to come in and play with the lead, and find that rhythm and not playing catch up. So obviously it's not going to be like that all the time, but for the most part, we want to come in as a first unit and set the tone.
You guys have talked a lot about continuity. That was sort of the buzzword entering the season, but it doesn't really look like it much. Are you starting to feel longer stretches where you're just comfortable with your teammates, where you guys are playing more together, I guess?
I'm always comfortable with the guys on the floor, whether I'm on the floor or not. I think all our guys put in enough work to, be out on the floor, and it's just about, guys just being able to play enough games together. All the lineup changed because the injuries kind of, affected us and affects that continuity. But, we can have a set lineup and guys know their rotation, know when they're coming in and out of a game, kind of help build that chemistry and continuity that you're talking about. So, having that the past couple games has been working for us.
My bad. You got typing podcast? You type, I'm just quarterbacking it, Okay. Well, Tom Brady. Or Aaron Rodgers, I should say.
That's a good one. How much more engaged are you as a starter versus coming off the bench?
Engaged?
Yeah.
I'm engaged. I think it's a shift in mentality. Not really a focus or a lack of focus thing. Each position is going to present an opportunity. You're either going to be ready for it or you're not. So I try to attack that mentally.
Darvin talked about you guys having conversation throughout the season. How important has that been for you to keep talking to the coach? Yeah.
Huge. I've had a lot of coaches in my time. I tell coaches I'm traumatized, from coaches, because obviously I've had a bunch, and some went well, some didn't go so well. So for me to come here and learn with him and have an open mind, be coachable and things like that, he's attacked it in the most respectable way for me. So a lot of respect there.
Hey, D'Angelo, when you're going through struggles like you were in December, how do you diagnose, self-diagnose, okay, something's not working here, that needs to change, or this is just the ups and downs of the season, I'll come out of it?
I just know my credibility. I know what I'm capable of. I never forget it. I'll never forget it. My confidence will always be high. And I'll walk like that, talk like that, and try to play like that too, when I have the opportunity to do that. So I think it's just a confidence thing, knowing where, at this level, when you're getting the shots you want to get, just miss and make them. It doesn't really become bigger than that. If you just miss and make them, it doesn't really become bigger than that. If you miss throughout a stretch of games, gives y'all something to talk about, and it becomes relevant because y'all are making it relevant. But for us, for myself, I just try to keep that confidence high. I know that I got there, watch the film, see that I just missed shots that I know I can make. Simple as that.
Hey, Dila.
Hey.
Everyone always says what a great communicator you are and how you're super encouraging, and that's just one of your best attributes as a leader. I guess, how important do you think that is, and does that kind of steady you as a leader on this team? Also, where or how did you learn that skill?
I mean, I grew up with the Rondos of the world, watching him and being around some of the same people that he's grew up with and became who he's become from his, learning tree. We had a coach, familiar coach, Doug Bibby, that kind of sprinkled the same sauce on us both and kind of, gave us the same confidence when we were learning basketball at a young age. And so his mind for the game, we both come from the same, backyard when it comes to that. And I just noticed, throughout the game or throughout an organization, the players that need a little confidence, need a little battery in their back, and you realize it's all confidence, and I feel the most confident, good, bad, or in between type of game always, on my ride home, I didn't lose confidence. So finding a way to sprinkle that on the young players whenever I can, or recognize a player that may need it, and just going through a stretch, try to just keep those words of encouragement going and just be selfless. I think it's contagious.
D'Angelo, what was the biggest difference between the third quarter and that first half that allowed the team to kind of blow the game open there?
I don't even remember, honestly. I really don't. I don't even remember the game.
Right quick, D'Angelo,
Rondo,
was this back in Louisville?
Yeah.
You guys, I know he grew up, he's older than you.
Yeah, we had the same high school coach.
Okay.
And when I was in ninth grade, he used to come to practice and pick me up full court and play on the other team and dominate, and I would see that. And then I ended up going to boarding school the next year, but I got a lot of Rondo before I left, and for me, it was following his footsteps, going to Oak Hill and doing all that, going maybe Kentucky. He had the blueprint to lay out for the young kids coming out of Louisville, and I wanted to kind of follow it. And I got lucky and fortunate to have the same coach as well.
Darvin said that you have been quarterbacking the offense, and at those times that you do, that it's phenomenal. What's your response to that, and how do you think that you guys have kind of evolved from, your relationship when you first got here again to now?
I've had a lot of coaches, so for him to trust me and allow me to, have my 2 cents and be vocal at times and challenge, a lot of the coaches on what they're trying to do in a respectful way, it just allows us all to grow and allows me to feel like I can use my special power, which is my mind. I know y'all see me scoring and doing that, but my power is my mind towards the game. Gets me over a lot of hurdles and things like that. So when I'm out there and I have the ball or don't have the ball and I'm able to be vocal and help, I think that's my special power. Cool. Yep.
Hey, Darvin, you've been home for most of this month now and had more shoot-arounds. Have you feel like there's been some progress with the offense and just understanding it, where guys are going, the ball movement, and what do you think's been behind that?
I just think guys getting back healthy, and not just healthy, but in game shape. You saw it firsthand with the job Vando did, both guarding Luka and Kyrie. His ability to pick up full court, deny him, his activity, the run-outs, coming up with steals, loose balls, long rebounds, what have you, deflections. I think you just see it with him, how he's getting into shape and, having more shooting to start the game around our 2 captains. And guys just not skipping steps, focusing on the details, the little things. And, being in our own building with our own resources directly available to us, definitely made a difference in, our film sessions, us just continuously chipping at the rock.
How have you seen Davis grow with the passing? 11 assists in Utah, 9 tonight. Seems like he's dealing with the traps really well. And how much does that unlock part of the offense?
Well, just, again, doing the film study, doing the walkthroughs, and then having to be prepared for when they throw that at you, whether they're double teaming from the top or double teaming from the baseline, just the different looks. where guys are positioned. And I think guys are doing a great job staying disciplined with their spacing and understanding and knowing when to slash or when to, get into an open window for him to be able to hit them on a kick out.
Darvin, it's a 2-point game at the half, and then all of a sudden you guys go on that 16-4 run. What was the focus in that time and energy-wise? Because that seemed to set the tone for the whole second half.
Just to, again, get stops, hold them to one possession, and once we got it, but even if they did make it, to constantly have that rush right back at them once we had the ball and the ball security. Us getting stops, holding them to one possession, and us taking care of the ball, I think was the key factor. Key factors in what you saw, us create a surplus.
Darvin, you told us that you told D'Angelo earlier in the season that you really enjoy coaching him. What have you seen from him over this last stretch since he came back from the tailbone injury? Obviously, he's found an offensive rhythm, and just kind of how do you view his role in what you guys could potentially do in reaching your, wherever you can go?
I just think his willingness to communicate, to share his feelings, even though they, sometimes may not be in agreement with mine. I totally respect that. I'm all about communicating with the players and collaborating, but to start with the communication, it creates clarity. You don't have to go around guessing. Once you have that dialogue, and the dialogue we've had in film sessions, he and I have had one-on-one during the game, during shoot-around, just, trying to be as much as possible on the same page. And I just think his playmaking ability, the things he sees in the game, during the game, his communicating with his teammates, with Bron and A, Austin, all those guys, TP, when he's out there, with only one of our captains on the floor, his ability to quarterback certain situations has been phenomenal. And he started out great, went through a little tough stretch, as we all do. We're not going to be hitting on all cylinders throughout the course of an entire season. Everyone has a bad night, bad week, bad month, what have you. But he's fought through it, playing in a really great rhythm, and we need him to do that. And his aggressiveness from the three-point line, his ability to make plays in between, at the rim, the passing, he's a dynamic player, and we're happy that he's playing at that level and that he's with us.
Darvin, excuse me, there was a play in the fourth quarter, I think, where Christian got a contest on a Luka jumper. The break triggers out to LeBron, and he throws that two-handed bounce pass to Vanderbilt. Is that the continuity, the comfortability that you've kind of been lacking? And do you think, are you seeing that kind of play happen more regularly here over these last, 6 games or so?
Yeah, it's the cycle of it all. Usually when you play good defense, it triggers good offense. And us being not, walking it up the floor, with the ball or jogging up the floor without the ball, everyone just having that sense of urgency to be in attack mode towards the paint, towards the rim, opens up everything. And the kick ahead, the unselfishness of kicking the ball ahead, what we call the hockey assist, the assist that sets up the scoring pass. So it's been great to watch. 33 assists. That's primetime ball movement right there, and against a really, really good ball club at that. So we just got to bottle it up and continue to work at it and go back, look at the film, see what we can do better, and try to sustain what we're doing well.
6 turnovers for 13 points in that third quarter specifically. Just how much easier does that make life for you guys when you're able to be that active on the end of the floor?
It's again, a great defense is the best offense because you're going to force turnovers, you're going to force bad shots, most times long shots. So those shots, those deflections, those steals, those block shots, they all, 90% of the time start the fast break. So you're able to get out in transition and get easy looks, collapse the defense going back the other way, and that opens up, your shooters as well, as you saw. D-Lo, AR getting some really good open looks from 3 in transition, as well as Bron, too.
Hey, Darvin. When you talk about D'Lo's maturity and your guys' communication, how much of that stemmed from what happened last season with him, playing really well and then struggling a bit in the playoffs, and your guys' communication that formed back then? How much of that is translating to now?
I think a lot. I mean, we re-signed him because we knew he could help us. We still know he can help us. We believe in him. Again, everyone keeps talking about, it's that time of the year, I guess, but with the trade talks, and again, everyone understands in this business that, if there's opportunities to get better, you're going to do that. But the reality of it is we have what we had down the stretch last year, as well as more firepower and guys who are a year closer and experienced and playing with one another. So if we can stop looking around and just look at ourselves, look within ourselves, there's a ton of excellent basketball that we can play and a ton of games that we can win with this group as it is constructed. So he's right at the forefront of that. And, we just want him to feel comfortable and be able to go out and play the game at the high level like he's been doing here recently.
Darvin, you guys were throwing some late doubles at Luka and Kyrie, kind of disrupting their rhythm. How effective was that strategy, do you feel like, and how were you able to take away some of the things that they were trying to do?
I mean, both of those guys, first ballot Hall of Famers, in my opinion, and I think a lot of other people's opinion. And you let them pick you apart, they will do that. And even still, with us trying to, throw different schemes at them, they still got opportunities where they got looks. The biggest thing for us is just trying to speed them up, make them have to make decisions faster, placing different bodies in front of them so they have to maneuver and do more, eat up more time off the shot clock. So just trying to make them uncomfortable, but don't think for 1 second that you're ever going to shut either one of those guys down completely. They're still going to find ways to make an impact on the offensive side of the ball.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.